I mean, were they cool? Did like anybody?
I mean, the first lady, she didn't do shit. She just got down, bought me a box of Pop-Tarts and just kind of stayed out my way. And I was just like, after a day, I was just like, really, it was about like 4 hours. Like, after like 4 hours, I was probably like, nah, I don't think I'm supposed to be living like this as no 13-year-old child. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm supposed to be eating 3 meals a day or something. So.
We Mouthin Out, now tell me where you been. It's Adrian Nice, that's worldwide, not an eye. Interviewing your favorite guest while I'm trying to stay fly.
Yes, sir. What's good, everybody? It is your favorite host, Adrian Nice. Welcome to Mouthin Out. Right now, I am here with
Big Selmo, you know, Mr. Selmo, King of the city, you know, Selmo Chop.
704 Chop in the building.
Yeah.
It has arrived. What's good, man? How you feeling today?
Man,
good.
Blessed to be here.
What have you done today so far? How was your morning and everything?
Shit, I went to the gym, ate a couple eggs.
Nice. Oh yeah, I see
you.
You
on my dog ass because she just fucking up my house. You know, just prospering. You know, preparing for this work.
Yeah, appreciate you coming through, man.
Sure.
Like I was telling you earlier, I got like this bucket list that you know, I'm just trying to knock out. If I can't get the biggest from Charlotte, like who am I to go to another state and be like, hey, you know, what's up, what's up? You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get the biggest.
We making history, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man. Sure. All right, so let's dive into your background, man. Where are you from, or where were you born and raised?
Shit, I'm from Exit 41, Sugar Creek. You know what I'm saying? But after I was raised in Sugar Creek, I jumped out the porch in North Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? So I got just the whole north side of Charlotte, North Carolina. Yeah, for sure.
What is Sugar Creek like for someone that's never been there? Somebody that's never been to Charlotte, Sugar Creek. What is it like over there?
I mean, it ain't nothing pretty. It's just like junkies, prostitutes, you know, hotels everywhere. It's not really nowhere to raise your kids, but it's little neighborhoods off on the street, you know, little section off neighborhoods and shit, but you can go in there and you can find good communities and shit in there, you know what I'm saying? Good black communities in there, so that's just my area. But as far as my household go, my mama did what she had to do, so. What
was it like in your household growing up? I was reading that you had like 6 sisters, right?
Shit, I think I got more than that, the way my dad but goddamn shit, yeah, man, it was hard, but only hard because I made it, you know? Like, I wasn't listening to my mama because I didn't know. She had her own path for me, and that's not the path I wanted for me. So we had a lot of disdain with each other when I was younger. And that's what got me, fortunately, sent to foster care. So
within your siblings, where are you? Like, are you in the middle? You the youngest?
Yeah, I'm in the middle. I'm the only boy, so I'm in the middle. I got my big sisters and all my little sisters, so.
That's crazy, because I got about 6 or 7 sisters. I only got one full one, but I got a bunch of half ones, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I get into it with her. Growing up, I got into it.
Why you call her your half sister?
No, my full.
Okay.
But I got like 5 other halves because, you know, my dad went off, did his thing. But, so I can only imagine like what it is with 6 sisters in the household and stuff like that.
Now, we weren't all in the same house. See, most of mine was half too, but I had 2 in my mother's house that we stayed together, so it was 3 of us in that house, but everybody else kind of scattered out.
And so when you were younger in your household, do you remember like your first, I want to say like interaction with music? Like was mom playing music in the household, or was like your grandma or anybody? Like, do you remember?
It was kind of everybody. Everybody was playing music when I was younger. My mama on Fantasia, N.D.I.R.E., Black Eyed Peas, so when I go to elementary school, those are the people I'm listening to going to elementary school. And if I go to my grandma's house, she on Mary and da-da-da. They was real, not my mother. My mother was more so a hard worker, but my grandma, she lived and died by the church. You know what I'm saying? So
did they make you go to church? Like, you know?
Make me? Yeah, but yeah.
Because that's how it was for me. And a lot of famous people, just black people in general. Yeah. Do you think that's where kind of like your soulful sounds come from, like the church and the early music and stuff like that?
Facts. My uncle, he was a gospel rapper. Really? My uncle, he was a gospel rapper, so that kind of like where I got introduced to it. He used to take me to the studio with him when I was like 8, 9 years old. So I wanted to do it then, but my voice was kind of weird because I ain't hit puberty yet. So I didn't know how I was going to rap.
If you can remember, like, what's like your thought process? Because you're like 8, whatever age, and you actually, you're seeing the studio, or you're seeing, you said your uncle?
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing him actually rapping.
Honestly, I just wanted to fit in. So it was just like, I'm 8 years old. I just want to fit in. I want to matter. So it's like, I didn't feel like I mattered at the time because I couldn't really speak about God for a whole song like my uncle and them could. So I didn't feel like I fit in for real. I felt like an outcast a little bit. So I didn't really write any music or try to write music until like 10 years later.
10 years later?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sure you had like friends at that age where they listened to like straight rap type shit.
Yeah, 8, 9, you listening to whatever you want to put on the radio.
True.
Probably No Limit Larry, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Charlotte. I'm from North Charlotte. Shout out No Limit Larry, you know what I'm saying? So
Power 98.
Power 98, we listening to him all day. And until we popped them CDs in, we 90s baby, so CDs all the way up to 09.
I was reading also at an early age that you did get kicked out the house. Just run me through that situation.
My mama ain't never want me to get no pussy. She just, all my friends used to be like, boy, your mama let you have 30 niggas at their house. Y'all all not doing nothing. But then as soon as a woman come over there, she ready, you got to go. You doing too much. You too grown. You want to shack up, all that little shit. So,
was it like multiple occasions this happened, or was it just like one, done type shit?
Nah, it was like 30, 40 females. Like, it was like over the course of like, nah, it was like over the course of like 10 years. So it was like, she was sick. It's tired, like all the high school, bro. High school lasts about 6 total years, you know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Dang. Well, I mean, so when that did happen, what are you thinking? Like, I guess when she did reach her final straw, like, were you just like, okay, cool.
My mama had a whooping problem. She used to think she was going to whoop that shit out of me. Mm-hmm. Once I became 6 foot, 5'9", 5'8", 5'7", taller than her, she 5'5", I wasn't finna get no whooping. I wasn't about taking her, I just wasn't finna let you beat on me because it was like, I already got to go out here and fight when I come out the neighborhood over my sister or whatever she doing. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, I'm not finna come in the house and get beat on too, so eventually I just got fed up.
Thanks. It's like, I'm out.
Yeah.
Where did you go after that?
It's a group home actually in Charlotte on East Boulevard. It's called The Relatives. I went to there. It was and they had to find me like a home or something,
So you were placed with another family type shit?
I was placed with the group home first, and then I got placed with another family. I got placed with 2 other families.
And so, like I was telling you earlier, like I got other friends that have been in foster care, but I never like actually got to sit down and ask them like, what is it like to be with another family? Like I would be
like staying with your great uncle or something. You know how you really don't know your great uncle and like they giving you this care that you don't know about why you care about it. Like
exactly.
This false care and shit. Like, yeah, that's what it was.
Exactly. So, I mean, were they cool? Did like anybody?
I mean, the first lady, she didn't do shit. She just got down, bought me a box of Pop-Tarts and just kind of stayed out my way. And I was just like, after a day, I was just like, really, it was about like 4 hours. Like, after like 4 hours, I was probably like, nah, I don't think I'm supposed to be living like this as no 13-year-old child. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm supposed to be eating 3 meals a day or something. So I just felt something wrong in my heart. Because I'm like, I go to juvenile detention and I'm getting more meals than this. You know what I'm saying? I'm eating Pop-Tarts out there. So I kind of called my big brother, big sister program, and I kind of got them to get me out of there. They transferred me to another home.
Oh, that's dope.
And I had got with this family that was ironically across the street from my grandmother's church that I grew up in. And I used to goddamn just sneak away from the foster home and go see my grandma in that church on Wednesdays and shit.
Well, that's good. Bible study. It was close by, type shit.
Fact, that shit got me back with my family because my grandma was like, where are you coming from? You 13, 14 years old just popping up randomly at church, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was so mysterious when I was growing up, so,
they just questioned.
They questioned the mysteriousness, so.
Was that hard?
I mean, when I was 14, 13,
because a lot of other
we was already in the club. It was a club called Breakfast Club, so we was already at the club. You know what I'm
saying? I remember that
shit. I was already in the club at 13, 14, so really my parents and authority was in the way. That's how I felt at the time, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was guidelines and restrictions I had to become a man.
What's some things that you learned while you were in foster care, just different places, staying with different people?
I learned that everybody don't live the same way. This family right here, they organize. They putting their cereal in containers and shit like that. They milking in different cartons and shit. So it was like I had to get used to that. You know.
I know you said you were going to your church and, you know, you would get to see your grandma. Were you seeing your mom at all at that time?
Nah, I didn't really want to see my mama right then because we was getting into it so much. Like, when I had got fed up, I think she threw like a radio at me or something. Like, threw like a radio speaker at me. Shit, I threw that motherfucker back. Everything she threw at me, I started throwing back at her ass. Like, I just was fed up one day. Like, it was getting bad. So, I was just fed up. And after I started throwing shit back, I left the house. I went to the house with my partner, Jeffrey, Mike, and shit. We walked to the store. We came back out the tracks and shit. The police was at the house and they just took me. And shit, I ain't seen my mom for like 6-7 months. I probably was only in the foster home for like under a year, but that shit was goddamn just how it was.
So before that, you were exposed to music from your uncle. During that whole time,
I was in the choir.
Well, okay.
You know,
At church.
Yeah,
so
at
you were
church.
singing. Well, I was gonna say, like, when did you get into music? Like, when did you start? I guess at least like
taking it seriously, or writing
yeah, we're gonna get
like
to
the first time like I'm writing music.
Exactly.
Okay, boom. I had a partner named Mark. He from Bakersfield from the West Side and shit. Free my partner and shit. Him and another nigga named Massey. I goddamn was writing with them. This nigga Mark, bro. This nigga goddamn was different, bro. I'm talking about this nigga like 12. He setting up the studio in the house. He
already know.
He robbing people for the equipment. Like we set the whole studio up in his mama crib. She didn't know what was going on. Like. And shit, we would just record songs to put on Facebook. That was probably like 2000. You can go to the songs on Facebook too, it'll be fine.
They still there?
They still there.
That's
like,
dope.
And
was your name 704 Chop back then, or?
Nah, that's when I was just off my real name. I didn't have no name, so I didn't really. Everybody used to call me by my last name because I was in boot camp schools.
Yeah.
So me and all my partners was in boot camp school, so we just went off last names, like we was in jail or something.
Y'all got the whole setup in the kitchen. And so what, y'all was just rapping? Just like seeing what y'all can do, or just like...
Nah, we was talking about we was living, like shit. We was living that shit, like, that shit was for real. Like, so it was like, I mean, but it was just so much to do, bro, back in the day, bro. It was none of this internet shit. Like, before MySpace came out, it was like some...
was outside.
You know what I'm saying? We was outside. You had to be outside till it's dark. Then you go in the house.
Exactly.
Then you had some kids that didn't go in the house when the lights come. You know what I'm saying? Like, them kids is the ones that became the drug dealers and the... You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
for sure.
And do you remember your first song that you recorded?
Yeah, it's still on Facebook.
What are some of the lyrics? Just no matter how goofy, corny, or whatever it says, just give us some of the lyrics.
I was talking about it was a West Charlotte football game. West Charlotte, a big school on Bakersfield in Charlotte, if you don't know. So it was a big West Charlotte game. I think they was playing West Neck. And then, because that's like a big game in the city every year, West Neck versus the Dub and shit. So I think I was writing about how I was my niggas from North Charlotte, I had fell out with them when I was like 15 and shit. We had like a little petty argument and shit like that. Like, because I was hanging with the Bakersfield niggas, but I was from the North Side, you know what I'm saying? But me and my Bakersfield niggas, we went to school together, so we thugging all day long, you know what I'm saying? We riding a train home together and because North Charlotte and Sugar Creek ain't the same place. They just both on the North Side, you know what I'm saying? They two different hoods though. But a lot of people don't know that shit. They'll think the whole. But nobody from my side allowed to go in every hood from the North Side except for like me.
Really?
Like, cause they don't get along. Like you got Delaware Courts, Hen Valley, Sugar Creek. All them niggas don't get along. They all from different places. You know what I'm saying? So, like a nigga from North Charlotte might not fuck with a nigga from Hen Valley.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, but me, I'm in every hood because I grew up with these niggas. We in school together.
So you cool with everybody, basically. Type shit.
I was growing up before I put my own foot down, you know what I'm saying? So,
Facts.
So when I started living out my own morals and principles, I ain't really, you see how I walked in with one person.
No, I mean,
that's all it takes.
Facts. So, but the song, was it like a?
It was like just about the game that was coming up and how I was going to beat up my friend at the
game. Give us some lyrics. Just give us like one with 4 bars, if you remember anything. 4 bars, 60 bars, or something.
I was just like, shit, who was the Rams? Was it Westneck or was it, who was the Lions? The Dub was the Lions. Okay, so it was hard. Hard is another, that was all the West Side schools go crazy that year. But goddamn, yeah, I think I was like when the Lions play the Rams, like, I'm gonna start hitting on your ass or something like the same way. Like, it was the same way, but we was already, My lyrics was a little bit more graphic at 12, 13 because we was already like playing with guns and stuff like that. Like, but I didn't know, I wasn't aware that this was a gun and this thing hurt somebody and stuff like that. It was just
a thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these sporting goods had guns. Like,
Exactly.
So it was like they wasn't really that serious coming up in the country like that.
Did you have other homeboys trying to do music around that time before you?
Yeah, everybody was doing music. I was the last person that started doing music in Charlotte before all the young niggas came out and do their thing. Like, I was the last nigga of the older generation. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like Baby Jesus, J-Way Sosa, Mr. 704, like they was already doing their shit in Charlotte. Like, Honey Gang, all them niggas, like these niggas had features with big artists already.
And so, what type of friend were you? You know how you got the funny guy, you got the guy that can get all the girls, you got the smart guy, you got the, what type of friend were you in your friend group?
I'll give it to the funny one and the one that's always like, damn, bro, then you just goddamn hit something earlier, bro. Like, chill out, bro. Man, damn, but I'm the same one gonna be like, nigga, worry about your motherfucking self, ugly ass nigga. So
roast him over.
You know what I'm saying? I was just the funny one, and I had a pussy problem when I was younger. But I feel like every man did when you figuring out what you want.
Facts.
And you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, had it growing in me.
I read that you were also homeless. Was that a big part of your life? Well, I'm sure it was, but like when it played into your music.
That's when I started wanting to rap. Like, I didn't have no other choice. I'm like, damn.
Hell yeah.
Jobs ain't calling back. Like, it really ain't start off as rapping. It was just like, shit. I was just fed up, so I just kind of put my feelings on a piece of paper. Like, I went to training schools. Training school is like when you're in high school and you're trying to graduate in like a adult boot camp for high schoolers. I went to training school and I started writing poems in training school because there wasn't a lot of black people at the training school, so I really I really didn't know how to talk to white people, so I started So I started writing poems and shit because I was like, they ain't gonna understand my pain when I explain it to them what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm at training school with a motherfucking baby on the way, and that was my first abortion, so I was going through mental depression then because I ain't kill no kids then, you know what I'm saying? So I was going through 16, going through abortion and shit like that. So.
When did you realize like depression was a thing?
I didn't know it was called depression and shit till probably like 2017, 18 type shit when I was like 23. Before then, it was kind of like I just got real bad gut feelings, like real bad ones. Like, they'd be like so bad. Like, I was just like, what is this? Why am I feeling like this all day? Like, I'd be sick to my stomach. Like,
okay, so we don't got a name for it. Like, it's not called depression at this point in time.
Yeah, I thought I was just like sad, just in my feelings. Exactly. Like, everybody used to be like, man, Chop always in his feelings. Like, when I was little, like, because I used to take shit hard. Like, it don't matter what it is. Like, we could be arguing. I can win the argument, but I heard something that you said in the argument that's going to affect me later on. So now I'm thinking about what you said for 3-4 weeks. And shit like that. Like, I used to harbor bad energy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
dwell on it, all that type shit.
Dwell on everything. My bitch could have liked the picture earlier. And then, you know, back in the day when Instagram was liking things, show you
big facts.
You know what I'm saying? It used to show you what was going on. So I used to think something was wrong with me and shit like that. So I had to go out of there, you know.
Yeah, well, how did you overcome that?
I feel like every day you battle to get better. And everybody gonna do what they gotta do to become who they have to become to live life.
Like they all got their own different process.
We all got our own paths and we just gonna go down them individually. Can't nobody go through your path with you. I
think on Off the Porch he asked about counseling. You ever thought about anything like that? Or because, you know, I suffered from depression too. Like, I be going through it. I be in my room just like, goddamn, type shit. So I know how it feels.
I mean, with my situation that I got going on as far as right now, yeah, I'm looking into some counseling because I got a personal situation going on right now to where I need it. But prior to this, was I thinking about it? I mean, it crosses my mind all the time, but then you be like, there's things that young men got to go through. I don't really think they want to talk about. It's kind of hard, you know what I'm saying, to talk about.
When did you drop I Wish?
I believe it was 2015.
2015, yeah.
I was sick. I was tired. I was broke as hell. Yeah, I think I had a flat tire. It was raining. It was just the worst day ever, you know, just the worst day ever. Your car catch a flat tire, it's raining, it's your girl with you. She pregnant.
Everything happening at once.
I'm staying in the car. I'm just like, but you know what? I'm at this point now. I just walked in this job, like, and they gave me a job. Like, I had walked in to get out the rain, called Highway 55. Shout out Miss Erica if you ever see this interview.
In the building.
I love you. She changed our life. Well, she gave us a cushion to where we can make money. And, you know.
Blessing.
You know. So goddamn, I went home after that day. She gave me the job and shit, and my tire was fucked up. But the tire place was across the street, I couldn't afford a tire. I don't know what happened that day, but I just know when I got home back to my mama's house, I think I asked her to come back home and shit like that, kissed the little ass. And then when I went back home and shit, I wrote I wish. Like, I was just like, damn, bro, I just broke down. Like, damn, I just wish I ain't do all this shit. And then that shit just came together as a song. I started melodizing it. Never had tried a melody, like catch a melody before. And I did and shit.
And was that like your first big song?
That was my first song.
That was your first song?
That was my first song I ever wrote by myself.
Damn.
The other ones was when I was 13, 12, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's that little bullshit we was doing. But my first real song was I Wish. And then I went and recorded it like 3-4 days later.
And it did numbers, right?
Yeah, it did like 100, 200,000 on goddamn SoundCloud. Shit. It was SoundCloud days.
Nigga, that's crazy. Back then type shit?
Yeah, this was back then. So I was like, damn, this was 2015. So just to do 100,000 views and the scope coming to see you.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, only person doing a million views back then, I believe it was probably Kodak, Young Boy. Like, nobody was really. I mean, Class of 2015, 21 Savage came out. Kodak.
There was a whole little SoundCloud
But then it was
wave.
2016, they got their wave they was on. You know what I'm saying? Like, but then that's when they had to compete with Lucci and shit. When Lucci took over. Shout out to Lucci, free my nigga Lucci.
Yeah, you had music with him, right?
Yeah, I got music with Lucci, for sure. That's my partner.
How did you meet him?
Shit, networking, being out here,
And what was your first impression?
he was short. He was short. I say, damn, this is my motherfucking idol, man. This nigga goddamn short as hell, like. But he was respected, though. That's something I always, like, the way people interacted with him, that's something I noticed, like, it'll never be like, it's always man to man. You know, when I see him around Yo Gotti, Black Youngster, you know, just the people that's important, other people who I idolized growing up, they respected him.
Facts.
So I knew, like, when I jumped in the game, it was about respect. It's not about nothing else. Like, you can have much ice as you want, cars, all that shit, but people don't respect you, it ain't nothing.
You did music with him too? Like, you got songs and everything?
Yeah, we got songs and shit, like, but it was more so, like, he changed my life more so than gave me, like, opportunity with the music shit, because it was, like, just being with him when he was on his grind, going to number, he won number one in the world, so, like, you don't got to speak to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't got to acknowledge me no more, so when he did shit, I took that shit serious.
What did you learn about the industry, or just, like, learn from being around him? Like, what are some things that you can just
Everything
share?
I learned from the industry came from Baby Jesus. Everything I learned from Lucci came, like, dealing with him on some, learning how to move as a rapper on some street shit, like, outside, like, when you leave in the club, how to move, when you go in there, how to move, when you know what I'm saying, not taking this certain place, not taking that, or not moving at all, you know what I'm saying, like, shit, nigga, it was a couple times I found myself, I was just sitting there at Johnny Cinco mama house, shit, we just vibing, I'm like, damn, I don't even believe this shit, like, we in this shit, bro, like, we in this shit, bro.
Just thinking in your head, like, damn, like, this shit crazy.
I was just listening to these niggas a couple months ago.
Yeah.
So it was just like
surreal. This is like a surreal moment, just like this is really happening.
I never could really hold it together with Lucci, so I ain't really speak much. And I was young, and I was 22, 23, so that's 5-6 years ago. So now I'll be able to talk to another grown man, because you know what I'm saying? Then I wasn't really, I was kind of like, damn, my favorite rapper want to sign me and shit, or my favorite rapper want to fuck with me, give me an opportunity.
And you had a manager back then, right?
Yeah.
What was it like having a manager, I guess, at a kind of like an early age? Like pros and cons
It wasn't.
from your perspective.
I mean, the cons was, the pros is like, shit, I didn't have the money, so somebody wanted to put the money behind me. And all managers don't put money behind people.
That's a fact. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And managers work for the artists. You don't run the artists. You know what I'm saying? So artists, y'all need to get y'all education together as far as being an artist. Like an NBA player can't be just an NBA player. Like he has to know the business, you know what I'm saying, the ball ethics, the goddamn everything that come with. Don't jump into anything you don't know the complete basics of everything you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like some people rapping, they don't even know how to get the money out their music. So that's why they signing these contracts.
So let's bring it to the baby, man. When did you meet the baby? Baby Jesus.
I met Baby Jesus. When we meet Baby Jesus, bro? 2015? Yeah, when we meet him?
Yeah, probably. It was probably it was after 16.
It was after 16?
Yeah, probably 17.
About 2017. I think he made a song with Lil Shaq or something.
Okay.
And I went to the video shoot to support.
What first impression?
Short.
Everybody sure. I'm just tall as fuck. That shit.
I'm saying I'm 6'1", so shit, 220 pounds. So I don't really. Everybody little than me.
Facts.
I ain't saying like I'm the biggest person.
Nah.
Most rappers be tiny as hell. That's why they got little in front of their name.
Boom. You go to this music video shoot. You're there showing support. How did you grow the relationship, or how did it progress from there?
I was there to support Shaq.
Okay.
Shit, Shaq.
Yeah, he been doing.
You know what I'm saying? Shaq was my nigga goddamn back in the day, but
Part of straight drop, all that.
yeah, Shaq goddamn been. I give it to Shaq goddamn. He been rapping the longest. Like shit, him and Mr. 714, they been rapping like 10, 12 years, bro. Straight up. But and Shaq and them, they had a whole group back in the day.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? On some Trill fam type shit, like, and they was moving right.
Exactly.
So I was there to support Shaq. And then Baby Jesus had the song with him, and then that's when I met Cuz, and then shit goddamn, we from the same side, where he kind of from my side. He from like the suburban side of my side, so it was like,
Got you.
he used to come to the hood and fuck with J-Way Sosa. So as I was growing my ties and shit in the hood and shit, I was hearing about him. So I guess he goddamn was doing his little thing, you know. When we was young, everybody was trapped out and shit, so everybody was trapping, singing weed, everybody buying weed from each other and shit, so it was like, yeah.
When did you meet Stunner? Stunner, yeah, go ahead. When did you meet Stunner?
Talking about Stunner for Vegas? Okay, nah, because I got an artist named Stunner.
Oh, you did?
Stunner UV.
Okay.
Boom, I think I met him in Audio Box.
First impression.
This little nigga can rap. I thought Stunner was better than John. But Stunner, he's scared to be bigger than John because he always wanted a big brother to mentor him in the game. That's my opinion about him.
No, and then Rich Dunk. When did you meet Rich Dunk?
I met Rich Dunk through my nigga Ace 7 years prior, goddamn, at my nigga Stacy house and shit. We was on the floor, we was thugging over there. I think I was living in Stacy house for a couple of days and shit. We was fucked up. And Rich Dunk came in that bitch just when his name was Slim. His name was Slim on some shit, because he was tall, skinny ass nigga and shit.
Yeah.
So goddamn, he came in that shit. It was just like that day. I think we all went to the club and shit. We used to go to the club 935 and shit, turn up and shit. My nigga Ace, he got an issue. He got did too much back then. So he was goddamn turned up bad. So boom, shit. We go to the club that night. We had a good time, but the nigga Dunk wasn't scared of nothing though. He wasn't scared of nothing. Like I had only seen that shit rarely, like a couple times, like probably like through my nigga Ace and Terrell and my nigga Quay Davis and shit, like niggas that wasn't scared of nothing, like, you know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, he wasn't scared of shit though.
And this, I say this every time, Rich Dunk is super consistent.
He's super consistent because he know where he want to go though.
Yeah.
And not doing nothing, not gonna get him there. Like we really from trenches, bro. Like niggas really come from there. Like niggas coming from 4 people standing on the floor and one person got to bed and they probably swapping out all week. Like niggas come from there type shit. All niggas got is this rap shit that they built for themselves.
And okay, so 2018, late 2018, the baby starts to take off. Everybody started to catch motion. What is your mentality while all this is happening, while shit's starting to go up?
Shit, like I said, I was locked up that whole summer.
Yes.
I came home November 9th. November 9th, the same day that Walmart incident happened, you know, rest in peace to the parties and stuff involved, because I know people on both sides and shit, you know, really being out here, so I know them people.
Was that difficult for you, knowing both sides? Like,
I mean, I didn't know the victim per se, but he had cousins and shit that went to the boot camp schools with me and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody that was really in the streets had to go to the boot camp schools at one point in time. I never got out the boot camp school. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I got out, I got sent right back, so I met everybody. So, I got kind of scared.
Mm.
You know, I was kind of scared because it was like, we're dealing with a murder of a child right now. You know?
That's a fact.
Like, police killed Keith Scott right behind my house. We stay in the same neighborhood. Me and
What?
Keith Scott stay in the same neighborhood. Like, yeah, everything that's been happening to them,
Tuned in.
right there. So, boom.
That's crazy.
You can look at my address. My address to the house is still, I ain't changed my address yet, but it's not even my crib no more. My address to the house say Baker Circle, Old Concord Road. Look at where Keith Scott died at. You're going to see he died right behind my house. Like, Keith Scott dead on the ground.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So
crazy.
they marched from behind my house. So I'm from a city where we'll take it there with the police. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from Charlotte, so it's like, I didn't want them to take it there with me off the strength of that. That child I didn't even know. You know what I'm saying? Plus, I wasn't even hanging with John at the time when he did this shit. I was worried about myself coming home. So I knew what I was getting myself into, but I just didn't want to meet my odds from it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I was kind of nervous, like, nah, I don't want to be right here in this picture. Nah, I don't really want to go on tour. Nah, I don't really want to. But then was my opportunities to be
Going crazy.
you know what I'm saying? But God was telling me that's not how I didn't like it. It didn't feel complete. You know what I'm saying? I'm real godly. I'm real spiritual, so it didn't feel good for me to be piggybacking off of a death.
When did you drop Loyalty Over Everything? Was that your first project?
Loyalty Means
Entire
Everything.
project?
That was my second
Yeah, I'm
album,
sorry.
but it was my first album since a hiatus, since being on a hiatus, since being on, just having fame and notoriety and shit like that. Like, local fame, that's cool. That's where the little 100, 200,000 players come from. You know what I'm saying? That's from people you went to school with. You went to school with 10,000 people. You don't think that. They played a song 10 times, that's 100,000 views.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I always broke my views down like that. Like, shit, if I just get 10,000 people, we gonna rock out. And it went from 10,000 to 20,000 to 30,000 to half of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just watched my fan base go up, but yeah.
That can be crazy to process though. Like if I'm just thinking about it, just like, dang.
But I was actually taking time. It was taking me 2-3 weeks to write songs just so that I can get them views. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was really taking my time on that shit. So when I got the feedback I got, I feel like I deserved it.
Do you feel like we're missing that in today's age as far as like with music and stuff?
Yeah, niggas are going to booth and just freestyle some bullshit.
And just put
Say whatever on their mind. Yeah, I'm on a perky, 30. Why you on that fentanyl ass Percocet? Them shit's not real. The doctor's not giving them shits out to nobody. There ain't in no car accident or that's it. You ain't having muscle spasm. You ain't getting no Percocet. So it's like, bro, everybody else, y'all on some junky shit.
Why do you think people gravitated towards your music?
Because it's soulful. It's pain. It's like everybody got a struggle, no matter if it's rich or poor. It's a struggle. You know what I'm saying? It could be a mental struggle. It could be, you know, a physical struggle. It could be financial struggle.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm
Everybody
saying?
can relate.
So it's just like, I'm just talking about my pain, hoping people relate to it. And then sometimes I kind of try to make sure y'all relate to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking extra time to make sure y'all relate to it so y'all can play the shit another 5 to 6 times. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. No, I mean, I agree, bro. I feel like we're missing out. I feel like that's why music was so good back in the day. Because you had, you know, Michael Jackson, whoever, they taking their time.
Yeah, you see Lil Wayne went through his whole notebook and rapped the whole notebook. You can hear him in the background turn the pages in the notebook. That's what I'm saying. That's what I grew up on. So I didn't grow up on goddamn. I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say nobody that. But yeah, I just.
No, I appreciate that. Actually, you know, you taking your time with your music because you know you can clearly see separation with music. You know what I'm saying? And then Broken Soul, was that your next project?
Yeah. Broken Soul. No, I had From a City Where Nobody Made It. That was my first album. Alone. Okay. Then I had Loyalty Means Everything. Then I had Then I had Carolina Superstar.
Carolina Superstar.
Boom. That was big too. And then I had Broken Soul. That's the album I just dropped. Then we got R&G now. Rhythm and Gangsta, man. Finna take over again.
So from your first 3 projects to now, we drop in R&G. What is some of the differences we're going to see between the albums from your latest to now?
I'm going to be honest, shit. It's more so a good feeling. You know how my old feelings, like, and my old music, it's kind of like you catching the chills. It's like, damn, how you going through this? How is Pops? You know what I'm saying? How did this happen to him? Now it's more so like, I might go to a beach for a vacation or something. You know what I'm saying? I might be in love this week. You know what I'm saying? I might tell y'all she ain't break my heart. She might goddamn just be crazy over the dick. You know what I'm saying? Like I might talk about different perspectives with this album than I usually have. You know, it's like a different. It's not really
living life.
We live in
Enjoying
current
life.
You know, it ain't enjoying life. It's just like it's my current state of mind, not my old one.
Facts.
You know.
Okay.
So
How many songs?
Shit, I'm debating 9 or 12.
9 or 12.
9 or 12. It's just one of them numbers gonna stick. One of them. But I don't want to give you 9 songs and then I want to drop another album right after that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I see the way goddamn young boy dropping music. That nigga dropping every
fucking time.
I'm like, but hell no. I come up from a generation where you be like, man, I gotta hold this shit. Like, hell no, like, we gonna drop this shit at Thanksgiving.
Thanks.
But by the time Thanksgiving get here, these niggas done dropped 15 albums already, bro. So it don't matter what you talking about Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? That shit better be Drake. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
So that's what my mind is now. It's just like, maybe I can give them a little bit more of me.
Yeah.
Because I'm real private with my music because I take a lot of time on it.
Maybe you can give the extra, if you do go with 9, maybe the extra 3 can go to like exclusive fans or, something, do something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like some type of, to reward the fans because it's like, this shit come from the fans. I ain't selling no dope.
What song on there should people, we want them to listen to the whole project, but just say they only got time to listen to one song. What song are we, picking for them to go to? Or like this is a must listen song. Which one would you say?
Well, I would say...
Got the track list?
It's a song I got called Yeah Right.
Yeah, right. What number?
I don't know the order. It's the order. I don't know how I want you to rock to it. I don't know if you want to come in slow. I don't know if you want to come in talking about fucking. I don't know if you want to come in. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I want to step first. But I kind of probably just want like an old school R&B sound coming on.
But Yeah Right is the track. That is a must listen. What is it about?
A very intimate moment with a woman. Yeah.
You just like, yeah, right. Okay. All right. And the name of the album one more time?
Rhythm and Gangster.
What's next? What's next for you? We got the album. What are some other things?
I'm trying to provide my fans with a new vibe so they know I'm still battling with my mental state of mind every day, but life gets better. It got points where it get better, it get worse, and you're going to go through ups and downs. Right now, I'm in my strong days, so I need y'all to rock with me in my strong days like y'all did in my long days.
Yeah. Okay, so this is what we're about to do now. So I'm going to say a word, okay? And I want you to give me the first thing that comes to mind when I say this word.
Fine.
All right. 704 Chop.
Nigga hard.
Okay. Charlote. Hornets. Okay. Superstar.
Boosie.
Okay. R&G.
21 Savage.
Underdog.
Me.
Okay. All right. So now what we're about to do. So I'm going to say a sentence, okay? But I want you to finish my sentence. All right? All right. I was made to be
a man.
A man. All right? If I wasn't rapping, I would be rapping. Okay. God has done
everything for me.
Okay. My mom is
all I got.
I am going to be
everything I said I was.
There you go. And before I leave this earth, I'm going to
leave my kids everything I ain't have.
There you guys have it. Any last words?
Tap in, man.
All right. I'm your host, Adrian Nice. Appreciate you for coming through one more time. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. This is Major, guys. And we out. Peace.
Mouthin